here right now tonight talking to you all, think of anyone you know that has a television. Think of anyone you know that has a cell phone. Think of anyone you know that has a PC, a Mac, a tablet of some kind. I really want you to think about that and put that into play. I want you to think about the population of how many people are using electronic devices today. Well, we've got an app that's absolutely going to explode all over the world, and it is right now. We've got people lining up in various different countries. Tracy and I are here in Canada. Many of you are in the United States. We've got people in the international community absolutely going ballistic because they see the massive potential in a product that's unlike anything else out there on the internet. When you're marketing a product or service, you're dealing with a global worldwide population. And the secret, if you want to make money, okay, because I know some of you are sitting here online and you've tried all these business opportunities and you've tried multi-level marketing and you went into healthcare and you went into lipsticks and makeups and shampoos and organic oven cleaners and organic toilet paper and all that stuff. I get it. I mean, there's all kinds of interesting things out there on the internet that people want to recruit and sponsor you into, and they tell you you're going to make all kinds of money and your life's going to change and all that silly stuff. And I mean, I get it. I mean, it's really good. It's not for everybody, though. I mean, it is for everybody, but it's not for everybody because there's one thing they don't tell you in MLM. Okay, and I've been doing this for 40 years. I've graduated from nitwit marketer to network marketer to corporate executive to being one of the top marketers in the world back in the early 2000s. I've had over 2 million people in my downlines over the years. And I'm not saying that to be arrogant, but I want to share with you some wisdom, some insight. What they are not telling you in multi-level marketing is this. If you are not skilled, if you are not charismatic, if you are not charming, if you're not engaged, if you don't know how to spend money, basically utilizing the tools and automation that's out there in the industry. Just because you have tools and automation doesn't mean you're going to make money. You've got to pump money into that. You've got to spend at least a couple $1,000s a month to do at least half decent. I know guys right now that are running around on the internet bragging about making $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month. But what they're failing to tell you is this. Buddy of mine who's making about $127,000 a month. In order for him to build that $127,000 a month income in the online world, he's spending about $58,000 to do it. How many of you sitting on this call right now tonight would write a check for $58,000 to go out there and capitalize on a business opportunity to get your automated systems up and running and flowing and getting all kinds of traffic coming in and paying advertising agencies to create that environment for you? So the really cool thing about what we're going to talk to you about tonight is, again, one of the best kept secrets that multi-level marketing can't cater to, and it's live streaming television. Okay, the biggest problem in multi-level marketing today, and I'm not here bashing multi-level marketing, so don't take it the wrong way. It's just that I'm not a very stupid person when it comes to that industry. I'm smarter than most company owners, and I'm here to tell you the reason why people fail in the online world, that's got nothing to do with being, it's got nothing to do with being stupid or lazy or, those are some of the things that people say on the internet. I hear it every day. Well, the reason why people aren't successful in multi-level marketing is they're stupid or they're lazy or they just don't do any work. What they need to do is they have to develop a better mindset. They've got to go to all these workshops, seminars. They need to read books, listen to tapes, videos, audios, go see Anthony Robbins or something like that. That's all a crock of crap. If you ever hear anyone tell you that, it's not true. All you have to do to make money online is basically find a product that people want. And if you really study the multi-level marketing industry, people do not want health and nutrition. They don't want cryptocurrency. They don't want Forex trading. They don't want lipstick. They don't want makeup. They don't want Tupperware. It doesn't empower people on the streets. We're living in an interesting time right now where the economy is very questionable. The world is changing at a very rapid speed. The economic system in the globe is crazy right now. A lot of people don't know if they're coming or going. So why would they want to be spending money on health and nutritional products? They'd rather eat at McDonald's, believe it or not. And I'm not saying that in a facetious way. I'm being honest with you. People will not change their lifestyles. You can't do it. And you can tell them to write down all the goals on a piece of paper. Goal setting is the biggest joke I've ever seen a trainer teach somebody. Oh, write out all your goals. That is absolutely beyond pathetic. All right? Goal setting does not work. Okay, it might work if you want to tie your shoes. It's not going to work to create wealth or be successful in business and a lot of other areas of your life, okay? So most of what you're going to learn online is all a crock of crap, no offense, and no offense to some of the trainers out there. They are teaching garbage. So the truth is, what multi-level marketing caters to is products people need. Did you hear what I said? Products people need, but what people need is not what they want. I'll give you an example of that. I needed to get my gallbladder taken out for 2 years prior to getting it taken out. But I said, no, I'm hanging on to it. I didn't want them going into my body and drilling holes and sticking a camera in and letting a doctor go through and pull my gallbladder out through my belly button. It wasn't going to happen. But it eventually happened 2 years later because the pain was so great. So I didn't want the surgery. Okay. So my whole point being is people are just like that. We only go after what it is we want. And I don't know anyone that's excited about network marketing opportunities unless there's a fabulous compensation plan or there's a bunch of great, motivational speakers and Kool-Aid caterers, delivering a message from the front of the room. And I know that better than anyone because I used to do it. All right. For years. Okay. I'm very charismatic. I'm very evangelical. I can stand up in front of a pulpit and basically lead you to anything if you really want to get excited about it. But you know what? I'm here to tell you, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm tired of it. All right. That whole industry to me is fun. It's exciting, but it's only for a specific group of people. It's not for the mainstream world. The mainstream world is cynical, skeptical, and jaded. They think anyone that's in multi-level marketing or anyone that's marketing home-based business or anyone that's successful doing that is a bad person or snake oil salesperson or all that. Those people are uneducated. You're dealing with ignorant people that know nothing about nothing. So does it not make sense to basically desensitize those people to something they want? Because they're never going to be smart enough to learn the industry. They're never going to be smart enough to have greater insight as to really what it's all about. They've been brought up by a very poor, weak curriculum. Okay? So what we need to do is we need to go into their world, a weaker world, not our world where it's, entrepreneurial, it's independent thinking, it's autonomy, it's creating your own sense of security as opposed to looking for security through other things. Entrepreneurs are not codependent. The people in the real world are very codependent. They're very needy. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to take a look in a fun loving way into the wants and desires of people that are out there in the real world. And what they want is what they will spend money for. They'll buy cigarettes. They'll buy booze. They'll buy narcotics. They'll spend money on, movie theaters. They'll spend money on, just about anything you can think of, rock concerts. I mean, I do too. Why do they do that? Because that's what they want. They want something in life to distract them to take their pain away. Okay? They want something in life to distract them to take their pain away. And so what we have now with live streaming television is an opportunity to give the world a product that makes them happy, makes them feel good, and allows them to do what they do best. Go to work, come home, eat dinner, go to the computer, or go sit down and watch television, from sporting events to movies to CNN to everything. All right. So I'm going to show you right now. I believe I have the capabilities of doing this to share the screen with you. And I'm going to show you some really cool stuff. Let me just set my pages up here. And then I'm going to show you exactly what it is I'm talking about. Because the only ones that do really well in multi-level marketing and direct sales and affiliate programs are those that have developed the unbelievable skill set to excel. But again, the average person will never, ever, 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 ever succeed in that industry. They'll be using their 9-to-5 incomes to subsidize their failures in the online world while they believe they're chasing the ultimate dream. And again, not here to offend anyone or make you mad at me. I'm one of very few people in the world that will literally get on a conference call and not lie to you about how the industry really works. And it's not that they always lie to you. It's just that most of the trainers in the industry have no idea what they're doing anyhow. They understand the industry from the training point of view and the automation point of view, but they don't really understand the reality of the industry. How do I know that? Because I've interviewed most of the biggest names in the world, and I've got those audio interviews for you to listen to as a bonus as well too. So anyhow, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. All right. This is right down your alley. This is going to be perfect for you. So here's the Legends VIP Network. This was created about 2 years ago. And just recently, Tracy and I had a discussion about the industry. We talked about how dysfunctional it was. We talked about the high level of failure rate. We talked about the fact that there were no products out there that had any sex appeal. No products out there that were interesting, unique, different, that would separate people and allow them to get charismatic and passionate about a product. It's all the same old, but it's just another pre-launch ground floor business opportunity flop in most cases. So Tracy and I just kind of sat there and we talked about this and we said, man, if we could only find a product that people would really gravitate to, that would be new, that would be refreshing, that would be unique, that'd be exciting, that everyone would pile in on. And we found it right here, right on this website that I'm showing you right now. Now, we created this 2 years ago. This was an educational platform that we still give you access to. We have a 9th degree black belt school in the art and science of building a business. You get access to that as a bonus. But the really cool thing here is this product fell in our lap about 3.5, 4 months ago. We worked out a deal with the largest company in the world, the largest supplier in the world when it comes to streaming. Okay, they're out of Europe. They've been around for 9 years, and we signed a private agreement with them. They allow us to market their product. Okay, so it's a private contract. We are white labeled to them, and it's the largest company in the world, and we are able to give it to you for next to nothing. So I want you to think about this. Look at that website right there, okay? Welcome to Legends VIP Network, live sports, entertainment at its finest, over 4,000 live TV channels, access to streaming content on your cell phone, your tablet, your computer. So when you're traveling, for example, if I go traveling anywhere and I want to show, if I'm sitting in a restaurant at Starbucks and I want to show somebody CNN News or an incredible movie or, a TV series, whatever TV series you can think of, I can watch it on my cell phone. I can freak people out and show it to them in high definition. They'll say, oh my God, what the heck's that? Because no cable company in the world allows you access to this. Do you know that I was spending $2,400 a year, $200 a month on cable? Actually more than that when you add my Netflix package in on that. Probably spending about $2,480 a year. Okay? I got rid of that. That's donating $2,400 to a cable company, and I wasn't even watching television. I bet you there's many of you sitting here online right now that are sitting here like me and you say, I don't even watch TV. I could care less. I'm not interested. Well, you know what? It's not about you. It's not, who cares if you're interested or not? Who cares if I'm interested or not? Who cares if I watch TV or not? You know what? This is making people thousands of dollars every week that aren't even watching television. Isn't that amazing? And I'll talk more about that as I take you through it tonight. The other really cool thing that we can do that the online business opportunity world cannot do for you. Do you know that we can allow you, should you choose to become an independent contractor here, you can give the product away free for 24 hours for a test drive. Go to any MLM company out there in the industry and ask the owners to give away product for free. They're not going to do it. Well, they'll do it, but you got to pay for it. Somebody's got to pay for it. Here we can give it away free. I can give it away to people in any country in the world where there's an internet connection. We do that on your behalf. You tell us who you want to sample the product, and we get it out to your clients, your prospects, and we charge you nothing to do that. If any of you are brand new on tonight's call and you're watching this for the very first time, well, guess what? You get a free trial tonight just for showing up. We'll let you check out the product for free so you can see if everything and anything that I'm saying tonight is logical, makes sense, and am I actually telling the truth? Okay, and you will find I'm one of few people in the world that will tell you the truth when it comes to all of these type of packages, all of these type of marketing concepts, all of these type of marketing ideas. Okay, you're going to get a free trial tonight just for showing up. Download our software, boom, put on the username and password, and go watch whatever you want to watch. And then you come back and tell us. Every time we do this, I'm going to tell you something. Every time we send out free trials and the people are sincere and honest, they actually watch the whole, they went through, watched the movies, they watched some live TV. They get back to us and say, I want that. I want that. You know how many people out there in the world that are marketing other products and services online never get somebody to get back to them and say, oh, well, I want that. I want that. They don't want it. They want our product. And that's why my buddy who's in Singapore right now flew to China, and they have 1,000 Fire Sticks. He will have 1,000 people in here in the next 3 weeks. 1,000 people here. You know how much money he's going to make in the next 3 weeks with those 1,000 sales? He's going to make $100,000 in the next 3 weeks. I didn't say $1,000. That's peanuts. He's going to make $100,000 in the next 3 weeks with these Fire Sticks that he's bringing back from China back to Singapore, and he's building his network out. I was on Messenger with him tonight. Boom, the wheels are already in motion to pull that off. And I'll show you how he's going to make that $100,000 in the next 3 weeks. You know there's people that go to work and will not even make $100,000 in 3 years going to work? He's going to do that in 3 weeks. And I'm going to show you exactly how he's going to do that tonight. Okay, that's sick money. That's absolutely sick money. And that's why being an entrepreneur is a whole lot smarter than going to college and university and being an employee. I don't care about PhDs and MBAs and what all it's at is a degree in poverty. All right. So being an entrepreneur is where it's at, legally by law, tax deductions, everything. Anyone that doesn't have a home-based business just for the tax deductions alone is not that educated and is not that smart. That's just a fact. Ask any financial advisor in the world that has half a brain. They will tell you that. Okay. So guys, you're going to rock this out big time. Now, let me show you some of the channels that you can see. A lot of people say, well, yeah, you know, it sounds really good and you get access to over 4,000 or 5,000 channels and all these movies. What are the channels like? And do you have channels for various different parts of the world? This company out of Europe just added 9 different countries. I don't even have them listed. They've added Poland. Do you know anyone in the Caribbean? Do you know anyone in Jamaica? Do you know anyone in Trinidad, Tobago? Do you know anyone in the Bahamas? Do you know anyone there? We've got the Caribbean network. They can watch everything and anything, all the Caribbean channels down there. Do you know anyone in the UK? We've got the UK channels. Do you know anyone that's in Italy? We got the Italian channels. Do you know anyone in Germany? We got the German channels. Do you know anyone that lives in Greece? We've got every program in Greece you can think of. Do you know anyone in Pakistan? Do you know anyone in India? Do you see why this is a license to print money? It's not logical for a human being to say no unless they're allergic to enhancing their bank account. Honestly, there's no logic. So I'm going to show you some of the channels. So if anyone lives in the United States, check this out. Okay, United States right here. All right. Here we go. See some of these networks here in the USA? Look at this. This is just the appetizer. This is nothing. I'm just showing you some of the channels here in the United States, okay? USA TV. This is just USA TV. All right? I'm just showing you some of these channels. Like, I mean, people talk about health and nutrition, and people talk about carpal tunnel syndrome, and people talk about, you know, stress. You want the best health and nutritional product for stress? A Lazy Boy Chair remote control on a television that will allow you to unwind and bring your heart rate down. Just relax and chill out and go off in some other world watching your favorite series. Best health and nutritional product out there. You might not lose weight doing that, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. What I find is a lot of my health and fanatic, you know, no offense to my friends that are health and nutrition fanatics, but I got to tell you something. I know more healthy people that are dying than people that eat at McDonald's. I mean, I eat at McDonald's for God's sakes. I eat at Wendy's for God's sakes, and I'm a lean, mean fighting machine. All right. So anyhow, I'm going to show you guys something. This site always gives me a little bit of difficulty here. I'll fix that here. I'm going to go over to my other site here. Now I can navigate. I get lost in that. Here we go. I just want to. Okay, so now watch this. Here's the USA Regional. Do any of you recognize any of these channels? ABC, NBC, LMNOP, QRST, FOX. NBC, QRST, UV, WXYZ, Z in Canada, Z for you Americans, because we love you. Fox. Look at all this. College and university. College. Did I show you? I didn't talk about it, but if you go back, there's the college one. Here, I'll just show you this real quick. I got to go back to USA TV. So look at this, ESPN College. If any of you live in a city where there's colleges and universities, you want to introduce me to the leaders. You want to introduce me to kids who go to college and university, because I can basically eliminate their financial problems. They'll be graduating with more money in their pockets than any professor makes in Harvard or Yale. I don't care what school it is. All right. I can show a college university student how to become a millionaire in less than 8 months working this program, working from their dorm. I'm not kidding. And the reason why I say that is because they have access to a very large population of other students. And as this thing dominoes and ripples and spreads like wildfire through those campuses, they know how to set up YouTube videos and get 1 million people to their YouTube channels. They know how to do everything. The only thing they don't know how to do is make money. They haven't figured it out yet, but they have a gift and talent. All right? So don't underestimate the millennials. They might not be smart when it comes to making money, but they can do some really crazy, wild stuff. All right? So that's why they need the old man here to help them out. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. There's incredible things happening here. Let me just take you back to a couple other things. There's UK TV. There's German TV. There's Italian. I think in the United States, you have a very large population of Spanish people. If you know any Spanish people, they're going to blow their minds on this. We've got people coming in from Mexico, Ecuador, Puerto Rico. We got people coming in from Panama. Where else, Tracy? We got a lot of people. We got, people are catching on. Spanish people. Spanish-speaking people are catching on like wildfire. They can watch all this stuff. They haven't been excluded. So where else are you going to get a program that's affiliate that will destroy any MLM program as far as money and be multicultural at the same time? Okay? Be multicultural at the same time. So now you're probably thinking, if I were you and I was sitting on this call, you're probably asking, how much is this thing going to cost? All right, because that's the big thing people want to know. How much do things cost? Well, that's a great question. Sorry about that. I'm going to show you right now. Imagine, now you heard me say I'm paying over $200 a month for cable, or I was, ended that December 12th, 2017, got rid of cable. I'll never have cable in this lifetime ever again. It's not that I don't like the cable companies. It's just I don't feel like donating. You know, I go to Costco sometimes and they say, hey, would you like to donate $1? Yeah. Would you like to donate $1? Yeah. And then comes a point where you just want to stop. Well, cable companies don't need donations anymore. They're almost like a crowdfunding organization, and it gets them rich and not us. So I'm not doing that gig anymore, okay? So anyhow, check this out. You can have all of this. You can watch everything in the world you want to watch for $19.95 a month. $19.95 a month. $19.95 a month. So go think of phoning your cable company up and ask them for the best cable package. You might pay $300 for that. At least you will up in Canada. And then tell them you want to add the Major League Baseball channel, the NFL package, the NHL package, the NFL package. Tell them you want to add all those packages up. I bet you it's more than $19.95 a month. Or is this everything in the world all-inclusive like a vacation for $19.95 a month? Turn your home into an entertainment center. Your family, your friends, your loved ones probably don't like you selling them stuff. But now your family and friends and loved ones are going to love you coming over to their house. And all you do is you take this Fire Stick and you plug it into their TV and let them sample it out. All right? Or tell them if they want to download the app onto their computer, no problem. They can do it onto their cell phone. No problem. They can do it. Take it for a test drive. And I can tell you this, they're not going to want to give it back. Check this out. I want to tell you something here very quickly. So we get somebody that says, I want to try this. They said, hey, Val, yeah, I want to try this. And you know what? They were very strategic. Guess what day of the week they asked me to hook them up for a free sample? Think about it. What day of the week did they ask me for a free sample? Some of you probably know. Some of you probably don't know. I'll tell you what day of the week it was. It was Saturday afternoon. Now, why did they ask me on a Saturday afternoon to hook them up on a free 24-hour trial? You know why? Because the UFC fights were on Saturday night. And they wanted to watch the UFC channels. They wanted to watch the main events. They wanted to watch the Big Daddy from Cincinnati network because the whole world was going ballistic. So they got to check that out free. And I'll tell you what, the really cool thing about that is when people are watching something, here's the really cool thing about the 24-hour trials that you can give away free to everyone and anyone in the world, okay, without abuse, all right? They got to be ready to go, ready to hook up, and ready to play. Here's the best thing about it. They could be watching a fabulous movie. They could be watching an incredible soccer match or football match or cricket match for different countries around the world. They could be watching a horse race, a racing car race. They could be watching a boxing match, a UFC match. They could be watching an NHL hockey game, a baseball game, an NFL football game. And the really cool thing about it is those darn things expire. And it could be fourth quarter, 3 minutes, 11 seconds left in the game. First and goal, and the thing expires. Watch how fast they want to ignite, and they'll pay for the system to get back up. So I'm sharing these with you because these are concepts you cannot do with other products in the traditional marketing world. Have you ever given somebody a kitten or a puppy dog and they say, well, I really don't want the dog. I really don't want the puppy. It's so beautiful. It's so cute. Nah, you know what? Maybe I'll just take it home tonight. And they don't really want the dog, right? Sure, yeah, right. You wake up tomorrow morning, the puppy's licking your face. You're never giving it back. You're going to invest the next 11, 12, 13, 14 years into it, and it's going to be yours. This is the exact same thing. This technique is called the puppy dog method. If I allow you to go through the 24-hour trial, you're going to say, Val, yeah, I'm not going to give it back. And I'm going to say, okay, that's what I wanted to hear. So our closing ratios are far superior to anything else out there that you could think about in marketing. Your family and friends, your neighbors, they'll freak out when they see this. They'll never buy anything else from you online, but they'll eat you up. They'll chase you down the road to hook them up on the service. How do I know? Because I got neighbors here that are on the product and services. I have a brother that's a retired police officer. Boom, he's on the product. He hates the online marketing world. Everything's a pyramid scheme. Everything's a scam. Everything's snake oil with him. Why? Because he's not smart. But now he's got a product that he loves. All right? Very simple, very easy. Boom. All right? You're going to love this product. Now, here's the really cool thing. I want to teach you something about money. All right. This all goes back to the college university students or any of you. And now here's the philosophy you want to run with college university students. When you're talking to a college and university student, this is what I say to them. I say, son, because I'm an older guy, right? I'm going to be 56 years old this year, believe it or not. You know, I hate to tell you that. I wish I could tell you I was 27. I can't. I just say, listen, if I could show you a way to become a dorm room millionaire while you're spending the next 4 years of your life in college, and you can pay your college and university tuition fee cash without borrowing any money or going to your parents to take care of you like a little baby, would that be worth 27 minutes of your time? That's it. You know how many college university students want me to teach them how to become dorm room millionaires? So the time they graduate from college and university, they come out buying houses cash, cars cash, and they get to marry their high school or university or college sweetheart, and they don't have any financial debt going into the relationship. The financial debt alone will destroy a happily married couple. And if you don't believe me, go into debt and check it out and watch how fast love goes out the door. Okay? And I'm not kidding. You think you're in love now? Go into debt. You won't be in love for too much longer. All right? Money is the biggest cause for divorce out there today. Money is the biggest cause for stress. Money is the biggest cause for immune deficiency and disease. So don't talk to me about vitamin pills. Money will kill you if you have lack of. It creates all kinds of manifestations of disease in your life. That's why they call me the doctor. I'm here to fix that problem, all right? I don't know what I'm a doctor in, but I just want to pretend on tonight's call I'm a doctor, okay? So just let me have my little fantasy and play out my little game here, and I'm going to show you how to make some money here, right? Okay, let's have some fun. Okay, so let's take a look at this 1995. Let's talk business. Let me teach you something that they can't even teach in Harvard Business School or Yale. Let me just talk a little bit about the real world and multi-level marketing and the combination packs, all right? Because, you know, I think it's important that you leave this call with information that most people on the internet aren't smart enough to figure out yet. I want to make you smarter than everyone else out there on the internet that's not thinking straight. Okay, so sometimes when I get naive, innocent, green people, and that means sometimes I get internet gurus and big internet marketer names and guys that have been on magazines and people that have apparently made millions and millions of dollars. They always say to me, why isn't there a residual on that 1995? Like, is there a monthly residual? Do we make money on that 1995? The answer is no. No, why that? Blah, 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 right? Okay, so I let them have their nervous breakdown because they really have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Excuse the language, but they have no idea what they're talking about. And then daddy has to basically sit them down, calm them down, and give them a lesson in prosperity. Okay, so out of the 1995, do you make a residual income? No. Why not? That's a great question. Why not? Because I'm not stupid. Okay, that's the real reason, is because I'm not stupid. I don't want to rip you off. If I wanted to rip you off and scam you and cheat you out of money, I would make that into a residual income. And I'm just being honest with you, okay? Let me back that statement up by saying this. Let's say out of that little measly 1995, plus we have to pay for the cost of the product, because you're going to get product. You're getting 30 days of that too, and we don't get it free. Trust me, this is not a free program. So out of the 1995, let's say we could pay out $1 a person in an MLM program where you have a binary here, or a unilevel there, or a stair-step breakaway there, or a matrix there, or whatever, right? Straight line, down line, no thank you. All right, not for this program. Other things, yes, not for this. So out of the 1995, let's say we could pay $1, 10 levels deep. So you would need 1,000 people in your downline. Do you hear what I just said? Now, not everyone's like myself that had over 2 million people in your downline or put 400,000 people in your downline in a short period of time. The average person will never be able to do that. So you're going to need 1,000 people times $1 to make $1,000 a month. That is absolutely absurd, pathetic, useless money. I wouldn't even join a program like that. All right, so stay with me now. I'm teaching you something for free. So $1,000 a month with 1,000 people times 12 months in a year, there's 12 months in a year, I would be pulling in $12,000 a year. That sucks. That's terrible. That's not financial freedom. That might pay for, Advil and stuff and, arthritic stuff as I get older in life and, maybe get me a new pair of sandals or something like that. But that's not going to do nothing for my family. That sucks. So then I look at it and it gets even worse than that. So if I'm making $12,000 a year and I want to make 100 grand, it's going to take me 9 years to make 100 grand. I don't even know if I'm going to be alive in 9 years from now if I keep eating McDonald's. No, I'm just kidding. You guys keep taking your health and nutritional products. I'll still outlive eating fries with as much salt on there as I like. So anyhow, the whole point being is I'll blow you all out of the wall. I'll be living to 96 while you guys will be dropping here in a couple of weeks with those CBD products. So anyhow, I'm joking as I say that, of course, but it's just everyone always gives me a lecture because I eat McDonald's or I eat Wendy's or, I go to the steak houses and stuff like that. They say, well, what's wrong with you? Nothing. Probably healthier than you are. So anyhow, 1995, all right? So it's going to take a long time. So now what we've done here is we've built a different scenario into the equation. Here's what we did. I had to put on my thinking hat and I had to say, how can I help people make more money here than multi-level marketing or other affiliate programs? Well, we got the product. So we have the product that everybody wants and is begging us for all over the world. Our hookups are becoming astronomical all over the world. So I got that down. Now we had to have a compensation plan that would basically complement our product line. And I wanted you all to make a ton of money. So I had to say, what do I want to do? So what we did, instead of turning this into an MLM, we turned it into an affiliate concept with a twist. We use a one-up system. Why? Because I've been using a one-up system since 1987. I'm one of 5 people in the world that engineered and grandfathered the digital educational platforms. I was one of the first guys in the world to do that. So when you see all the digital educational high-ticket programs out there, and Power Network and all that, all the things before, Liberty League International, all that, I was the guy that people was behind, not those companies, but I was the one that initiated it. Okay, going back to 1991, and then I owned my own company, Mentors in Motion, in 2001. All right, that a lot of the top marketers in the world. Have you ever heard of the name Russell Brunson? Have you ever heard? I'm Russell Brunson's first mentor. Just so you know, I was the very first program he came into 16 years ago. So anyhow, and he makes, I don't know what Russell makes, 10, 15, 20, 30 million a year online. Good for him. So anyhow, what we did here is we used the one-up system. What does that mean? It means we did something unique. One time out of pocket, $147. You can have everything here, not only the streaming, but we'll give you a training back office, an 8-figure training back office that many of the top marketers in the world were introduced to back in the day for $147 one-time lifetime, and we'll pay you copious amounts of money in a fun-loving way. Now, you just heard me say $147 to have access to this business. You subscribe for $147. Now, you're probably thinking, wow, $147. Do I have to separate myself from $147? No, not if you're smart. I'm going to teach you something here. All right? Don't tell anyone I taught you this stuff. I'm going to teach you something crazy. Because what happens, the reason why people sabotage their dreams and are afraid to get involved in business opportunities, because they're not focused on the profit. They're focused on thinking the cost is a loss. It's not. So here's what I do. I'm going to show you a trick to the trade. All right? I'm going to show you some Las Vegas magic in a fun-loving way. In the last 21 years, I've never paid a penny to get involved in a business opportunity. I don't pay to get involved in business opportunities. I don't need to pay to get involved in anything online, and I never will. I never will. Name any company I can try to get into it without paying a penny. Never will. Here's how I do it. I find a company that I want, not a company that I need because I don't need anything. I want this company. I get my credit card out and I pay $147 on the credit card. When I pay on a credit card, is any money coming out of my bank account? Is any money coming out of my wife's pocket? Is any money basically coming out of my household that will psychologically affect the energy that's going on in my house and vibration? Are we going to have a fight, a quarrel? The answer is no. The credit card is a line of credit. It is a universal spiritual tool that you use to create wealth. No money comes out of your pocket. The credit card company will send you an invoice for lending you money for 28 days or 32 days. They'll send you an invoice that says, so-and-so, you owe us $147. Now, we have people making $300-400 a day here. We have people making $800 a day here. We have people making $100 a day here. We have one person that did $1,800 or $1,700, can't remember, in 24 hours. And they didn't pay to get involved in the program. They put it on a credit card. So what happens if you literally start sharing our streaming package with people and you're making $100 a sale out of that $147? You see, we did something really esoteric and something a little bit different and divine in this industry. Divine, I love that word. We use the biblical principle, you got to give in order to receive. Okay? Do you notice in MLM, you buy into a company and the company owners take the money in and then they pay you out a check later? We don't do that here. When you have a prospect that wants to get involved in this, what happens is they subscribe for $147. They pay you directly. You get paid first, company gets paid last. So you can take in the 147, keep 100 for yourself, and then go to a private website and register your client for $47. We give them a 30-day live active stream, and we give them my $1,250 educational package in the back office with over 300,000 leads in the back office. 300,000 database in the back office that would cost you $2,200. All included in that 147. Isn't that pretty cool? So now you make $100. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the compensation plan because there's a unique twist to it that's really exciting. All right, you guys ready to see something? I'm going to show you something really mind-boggling. So if any spiritual people are on this line here, and I don't care if you're religious or not, I come from a Pentecostal background at one time. I'm no longer a part of organized religion, but I'm very spiritual. I can tell you that. Okay, so I'm going to show you something really cool. I'm going to show you this compensation plan. So I told you $147. Correct, correct. I told you you could keep 100 out of the $147. Correct, correct. Now, what I'm going to show you, listen to me very carefully here. What I'm going to show you, did I do that? Did Tracy do that? Hey, that's pretty cool. That was magic. I don't remember touching anything there. That was pretty good. So what I'm going to show you right now is a compensation plan, and it's based on the biblical principle you got to give in order to receive. When you first enroll or subscribe to this opportunity, you are an apprentice. Don't forget that. Stay with me here, all right? Because if you understand this, your life will never be the same again, and I promise you that, okay, if you decide to take action on it. So when you first come in, let's say you find another person in any country in the world, doesn't matter, we're in every country in the world, any country in the world that would like to have access to this opportunity. The very first sale you generate, you're kind of thinking, well, I'm going to make $100 on my first sale. No, you're not. You're going to give that person away. Why? Because you're a wonderful, beautiful human being that was put on planet Earth to do something incredible with your life. And since you're so nice, you give your first sale away. It's called planting a seed in the universe, and watch how that seed manifests into an unbelievable reaping system for you, okay? The first sale you give away. Now, stay with me. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to draw this out. If you want to draw this out on paper sometime, do it. I always tell my students, draw it out. Don't just sit there and stare at me and listen to me. And always write things down because it's your own universal spiritual energy. Hey, I want to teach you something here right now. Check this out. Does anyone here use business cards? I'm going to show you a little trick with a business card. Most people, real estate agents, life insurance salespeople, anyone that uses a business card, they don't know how to use business cards. You know what you do with a business card? Whenever you hand somebody a business card, what happens? They throw it in the garbage, or they find it on the car floor, or it gets vacuumed up at the car wash or something like that. Business cards aren't important to the majority of the people. You want to make your business card really important? Watch this. You go to a rock concert. Let's say you went and you saw the Rolling Stones. I'll just use that, the Rolling Stones, because it's the only name I can think of right now, the Rolling Stones. And let's say you wanted Mick Jagger's autograph. I'm teaching you something for free right now. You wanted Mick Jagger's autograph, and he's standing right in front of you. What are you going to do? You got a business card in your pocket, and you got a pen. So what you do is you take that business card out, and you get Mick Jagger to write on the back of the business card, Mick Jagger. What are you going to do with that business card? You are going to save that business card for the rest of your life. All right? So now if you were spending time with me and you were going to give me a business card, if I went down and saw you in your home and you gave me a business card, you know what you need to do with that business card? You better do this or I'm going to throw your business card in the garbage. It's not so important to me anymore. You want to make your business card important? Go to the back of the business card and say, hey, Val, pleasure to meet you. Next time you're in town, lunch is on me. I'm buying lunch next time. And sign your name like an autograph. That's your universal spiritual energy. You've energized that card. You've empowered that card with your ink, your pen, your pencil, your name on it, and you're also offering me lunch, which means I was an important asset to you in your life. You respect me. I respect you. We get together again. You buy me lunch for $7. I don't care. Taco Bell, anything you want. I don't care. But your card will never be thrown in the garbage now. It becomes important. Blank cards, just a printed name on it, they suck. Throw them out. Waste of time. All right? So that was a freebie. I'm the master of business cards, man. I make so much money off business cards. When I'm doing my other stuff, it's unbelievable. Okay, so now let me show you this. I'm going to show you this very carefully here. Okay, the very first person you bring into the business, you give away. Let them go. I'm almost finished. I promise you I'm almost finished. Let them go. Once you give your first person up to the original person that you bought the package from, you become an MD. Not a medical doctor, but a master distributor. All right? I'll just cover this part up. There's you. Can you see that? There's you. You're an MD. Now you're going to start your second sale. Your second sale happens to be Wayne. Your first sale is gone. Your second sale is Wayne. Okay? I didn't put the E at the end there, but it doesn't matter. So now Wayne's going to pay $147. Wayne's going to pay you directly $147. Wayne's going to pay you directly $147. Like a grade 3 teacher class, pay attention. Wayne's going to pay you $147. You make $100. All right? Now here's the biblical principle working on your behavior. If you're a believer, you're going to love this. It doesn't matter if you're a believer or not, you're going to believe by the time I get through with you. You're going to believe in the laws of prosperity. Okay, so check this out. You've got Karen, you've got Bill, you've got Denise. Denise is on the line tonight. I can see her right now. I see you, Denise, in that beautiful track top. I can see you. It's white with black stripes. It's like freaking awesome. Okay, so anyhow, and then we got Carrie. All right, and then we got Brian. Okay, just watch this. I'm going to show you something really cool, and I'm almost finished, all right? You ready for this? So check this out. This is you. You brought in Wayne. You made $147. Sorry, you made $100, but you brought in $147. You keep $100. Now, here's Wayne. Wayne's going to bring in Karen, right? Because Wayne's got to bring his first sale in. I'm just drawing it as a downline. It really doesn't exist. It's only just a retail transaction between two people all the time. So what would happen is this person signs out, Wayne slides out, this person moves up in. But I'm just showing you this because it's the only way I can draw it. All right. So you make $100 here. Now Wayne goes out, brings in, what's that person's name? I have to see the person's name. Karen. So he brings in Karen. There's you. You bring in Wayne, make $100. Wayne brings in Karen. You think Wayne's going to make $100? No. Wayne has to give you Karen. You make another $100. You don't even know who Karen is. Karen's got to bring in Bill. Karen's going to bring in Bill. So you're probably thinking Bill's going to go to Wayne or Bill. No. The only person that can ever get paid is you. The person that is the MD. All these people can never get paid till they go out and start their own second sale. So you got Wayne, $100 you make. You got Karen, $100 you make. Bill goes to you, $100 you make. Bill brings in Denise, $100 you make. Denise brings in Carrie, $100 you make. Carrie brings in Brian, $100 you make. This thing goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If 10 people came in here and you only knew this person, you only knew this one, you didn't know them, you didn't know them, you didn't know them, didn't know them, but all the people that come into this pay leg, all of the $100, 147s roll to you. You keep the hundreds and the 47s go to the company to admin it. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's say you have 10 people here. If this was a multi-level marketing, 10 people would pay you $20, 10 to $20. This will pay you $1,000 with us. 10 sales, $1,000. And you don't know any of these people. They could be from anywhere in the world. If they fall into your pay line, boom, the money goes to you. All right? Hey, great to see you guys out there. Awesome. Denise, like your smile. Denise has a nice bright smile on there. And I think she's got a good-looking guy with her there too. All right. So anyhow, let's take a look here. So this could go down 1,000 people deep. What's 1,000 times 100? It's $100,000 going to you. My guy in Singapore, he's an MD. He will have 1,000 people underneath him in 3 weeks. By the time it's all complete, he's got 1,000 fire sticks for them ready to go. In China, he will make $100,000 in the next 3 weeks because they'll go to him. And all those 100 people will be straight down in all these different pay lines. So what happens if you have another person here and another person there and another person there? See, there's no pyramid shape here. It's just a straight linear transaction. All right, this person can actually make more money than this person, believe it or not. Okay, when they go out, they can start as many pay lines as you want. So anyhow, if you had 10 people wide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have 10 people wide, you now have 10 pay legs paying you deep. 10 people leaving one person each, one person each, one person each, one. You could have 10 downlines going on here. And there's really no downlines. Again, it's just a retail transaction between you and them, one person. There's no money being separated. in multi-levels. It's just all the money is just dealt with between this person. So somebody said to me, if I had 10,000 people in my downline here, remember, I've had over 2 million. Tracy and I were in a company, we put over 487,000 people in our downline in 11 weeks. 500,000 people in 11 weeks. If we had only 10,000 people on the team here, what's 10,000 times $100? You would make $100. That's $100. Val, yeah? You falling asleep? No. You would make $1 million. You would make $1 million and you're not waiting for any commission checks. You get paid daily here. Every transaction pays you daily. Touch it, feel it, smell it, cash it, spend it the same day. You could have 10,000 people on your team. If you had 5,000 people on your team, there's $500,000. Go get married, go buy a house, go get a car, go raise kids, and grow old like me. But don't grow old like me, all right? Go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac and large fries. All right, so anyhow, you can, as the sales develop here, and you're not even recruiting these people. You are not recruiting these people. They're just falling into a line. You don't even know who they are, but they have to buy from you. All right? So for every person that ever comes into any organization that you start off all these different pay legs, all those $100 bills have to go to you. It's called Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and enjoy the rest of your life. I think websites are overrated. Let me tell you something about elite marketers that I know in the world that I know. And you know, we use websites as the last resort. I use my gift and talent as a communicator. I talk to people. Take a look at what happened to you today. You didn't use a website today. You use the tools. You're the number one tool in the world. This is the second powerful tool in the world. Okay, that's what got you the sale. If you sent Lonnie to a website, I can promise you this. I'll bet you $100,000 and you'll lose tonight. Lonnie would never signed up if you sent him to a website and didn't have a conversation. He bought you, Johnny. He knew you were a Jedi Master. You knew you're the daddy from Cincinnati, not the mama from Oklahoma. And he saw you literally light that cell phone up and you showed him, you validated and verified the product right before his eyes. There's nothing, you were the best website in the world. You know, it really amazes me how many people talk about, well, I need a capture page and I need this. The only reason why people need capture pages and websites all the time, they keep thinking that, is because they're too afraid to make money. People that rely on those tools never make money. People that use their God-given talents. Let me give an example. If you've ever been to a martial arts class, stand at the front of the room. You know, you're not going to learn martial arts on a website. You're not going to learn martial arts just sitting there looking at static pictures on a website. I can tell you, get in the octagon and you're going to learn a little bit. One of the guys I was talking to, one of my former students, his name's Carl. I won't tell you his last name. I talked to him 3 years ago. Hadn't seen him in 18 years. He comes back to me and he says, Val, he says, the only time I ever use a website is to sign somebody up, and that's to transact the money. He said, a client will never see a website until they're ready to spend money. If they're not ready to spend money, they'll never see a website. He says there's nothing to show them. He says, I'm the gig. And Carl only makes about, I don't know, 2.7 million a year. That's not bad. He lives in Carlsbad or something, Carlsberg or Carlsbad, California. Somebody's bad, Carlsbad, California or something. Anyhow, he makes a ton of money.
Well, and Val, to put it right too, is that you've got, as you said, yourself. You've got the app streaming on your mobile phone. You can take that as your business card wherever you go and verify it right there and show people. And the other part of it is, I think, if people, when they really get the concept of this compensation plan, is, you know, people kind of been under the illusion in the past, because they've been told that you have to drive traffic to a website, and so people always think that you're always thinking about driving 1,000 people to a website, you know, 2,000 people to a website. But in reality, if you really think about this, if you have even 5 people, if you really paid attention about how that one who passes up one, if you start out honestly with 5 people who are all passing up one, that's $500 repeated over and over and over and over again. And you spend the time and teach those people properly. Spend the time. You know, they're paying for your coaching for $100. Then, you know, coach them, take them through the process, show them exactly what to do, go through the steps. We've even got an easy, simple steps to success guide in your back office. Follow it. And then teach every single one of those people to do the same. And you know, when you've got those people fully trained, and then you keep training those people that keep coming up, you can branch off and build a few more lines. But if you spend the time on those people, you've got a never-ending supply of leads that you've never, ever met before. You don't know where they're coming from. They could be anywhere from any place in the world, and you never, ever showed them a website.
You can never, listen to this very carefully. This shocks the industry every time I say that. You can never be successful trying to duplicate success. You can't do it. You cannot duplicate online success. The only thing that can ever be duplicated in marketing is failure. Success is not duplicatable. Failure is. Anytime a guru or an expert out there on the internet tells you that the way to success in this industry is through duplication, tell them to go stick their head in a toilet. I do. I'll tell them that right on a live. Hey, go stick your head in a toilet and come back to me when you're talking, when you got your senses back. Because right now you're not talking to me in a logical way. And you're not talking to me through common sense. Duplication is the biggest disease on the internet today. And I can always tell somebody sucks as a trainer, somebody sucks as an educator when they bring up the word duplication. It doesn't work. And if it does, prove it to me. There's $1 million sitting on the table for anyone that has the balls to step out and show me that duplication works. $1 million cash. All right. They can't do it. They will owe me the $1 million at the end of the night. I promise you that. That's on a recorded call too, just so you know. So anyone out there on the internet that wants to take me up for the challenge, be prepared to lose in 10 seconds. Bring your money to the table and keep your mouth shut after you pay me.
Truth.
Okay.
Any more questions? Yes, it is being recorded. I did start it just a minute or two late, but there's been some good content on here tonight. We always post these usually once or twice a week, usually at least once, in our Facebook group for our members, and it is a shareable link, so you can certainly use that as one of your marketing tools. You've got everything you need here. You've got the application, you've got Val to do all your presentations for you. All you need to do is invite people to the calls.
We love you guys. You know what? You guys are all family to us. When you're in here and you're part of it, we go the extra mile. We love you guys, honestly. It's just, you see the light, you see the vision, you understand what's going on. You make intelligent decisions based on logic and fact and common sense. All right. There's no debate about it. There's nothing that can really compete with this, with the real world. I mean, you've got 250 million network marketers in the world, all feeding off each other like single cell amoebas, trying to recruit each other, but they can never expand outside that circle. They just never, it's like an island of network marketers, and they just never get into the real world. And that's where the money is. The money's not in network marketing. It's outside of the network marketing. It's getting into the real world. And Warren Buffett says, if you want to make money, find the product that the masses, the global worldwide population wants access to. And that's how you make money. If you're just specializing, you're dealing with limitation. You're dealing with universal limitation. I mean, I understand if you're looking for overweight people and you're marketing a health and nutritional product, I respect that. But you know what? That's too much work for the average person. They might only find 2 or 3 people, and then their program's dead after that. If you cannot bring thousands of people into your online MLM program, you're just going to be a slave to the industry, and you're going to be using your 9-to-5 income to subsidize your failures in every program out there. It's a fact. Either you're God-given spokesperson, evangelical, charismatic, and you can move people. If you don't know how to move people, it's game over. And that's why so many people are frustrated on the internet today, because nobody's telling them the truth. They're all saying personal growth and development. You got to become a millionaire mentor. You got to take my course. That's the biggest crock of crap out there. You don't need to take my course. You just need to find a product that works. There's no products out there that work. It's just all a bunch of drug-induced Kool-Aid by people out there that want to take you for money, so they can run out there on the internet and say, I just had a $15,000 day today, and I just had a $3,000 day today. Those people are all full of, cow manure. Well, I get it. Good for them. God bless them. They can afford to pay their rent next month. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. Love you all in spirit, guys. Have a great night.